Hi friends, welcome back to another Mythical Mail Monday. Today I have two unboxings and another Fablebands haul for you, so without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. So first I'm going to go through the Fablebands haul, and I have quite a little stash here. The first is the Winter Fae Faux Knot and Scrunchie, inspired off of the Cruel Prince series. It's gorgeous. It's this teal color with snowflakes and little fae crown and roses and leaves, and it's just a gorgeous print. The next print I purchased was the I Smell Snow print, and this is a light blue, my favorite color, with little beanies and gloves and wintry trees on it, and I believe that this is inspired by Gilmore Girls, but I've never watched the show, so don't hold me to that. Next is the Narnia print, and on it we have obviously a winter wonderland, the lamppost, and the quote on it is, "Someday you will be old enough to start reading fairy tales again." And again, I got it in a faux knot and a scrunchie. And last but not least, I got the Addie Larue collections. I got the UK version that resembles the UK edition of the book with the lines and flowers and whatnot, and it just says, "I remember you." And then I also got the edition that is resembling the US edition with the 7 stars. And I also got a tie, or what's it called, top knot. So essentially you just tie it at the top, as opposed to this where it's more of a slip-on headband. I got the top knot of this as well. Next, I received a package in the mail, and it felt super light. I was like, is anything even in here? It came from Macmillan, so I was really excited about it coming from a publisher. And I open it, and inside is just a paper Grishaverse bookmark. I don't know if I submitted some sort of pre-order incentive. The only thing I could think of is Shadow and Bone or the Lives of Saints, but I thought that that came with like a pencil tin or something, so I'm confused about this a little bit, but hey, I won't turn down a free Grishaverse bookmark. Next, I have two unboxings for you. The first is the November Owlcrate, and I believe this month's theme had to do with like plants or something of that nature. Of that nature. Because plants, nature. Alright, so here is our spoiler card. It looks like a sort of wood nymph or tree nymph of some sort, and the theme is growing wild. So the first thing I'm pulling out is in this box, and it's a green box. It's got lots of flowers all over it, and it says, "Flowers and hearth fire, spiced wine, and underneath the scent of home." It is a wooden thing that says, "As Athera to grow," which reminds me very much of the A Darker Shade of Magic series. I think that is one of their language spells. Okay, so this is apparently a flower press. So if you'd like to keep your flowers or journal with some flowers, you press them between these wooden planks, I guess. Right, next thing in here comes in this little foiled box, and it says, "You took the truth and you make it into flowers." And the foiling's really pretty. Let's see what's inside. Alright, so it looks like we got a little bauble necklace with some dandelions in it. Not really my style of necklace. I like more dainty styled things, but it's pretty cute, I guess. Next, it feels like I'm pulling out quite a few paper items here, so we'll just go through each of these. The first is an art card that looks like plants, but also skeletons, so like creepy garden. It looks like it is just an advertisement for Tales from the Hinterland by Melissa Albert, who I believe also wrote, oh, now I'm blanking on what the book is called. Hazelwood, that's what it is. Next, we got some planner stickers. So on this side, we have some plants and mushrooms and little bees and insects and acorns and just nature-y things. Here they are up close. And then the other side is more of the bookish kind of thing. We got Owlcrate, book club, mugs, glasses, books, all sorts of that kind of thing. And then we have whatever is in this envelope. So we got some art cards. So we have Eleanor, which is kind of a daffodil looking one, Aphelius Kingsfoil, Symbol Mine, and Malorn. So these are just some art cards of plants. Not really bookish, so I'm not sure why they came in a bookish box, but they are beautiful artwork. Okay, so according to the spoiler card, these artwork of plants are supposed to be plants from the Lord of the Rings series. And while I totally understand that they were trying to go for like a nature-y theme, I feel like they could have done a little bit better than pictures of flowers for a Lord of the Rings item. It's a pretty popular fandom. I personally have not read and or watched other than The Hobbit, so I'm not huge into that. I do hope to be at some point, but at the moment I'm not a huge Lord of the Rings fan, so I had no idea what these were, but it is what it is. Next is our annual reading planner. And this design is definitely not as good as last year's, but let's look at what the inside has to offer. And we've got favorite books. And then we have a monthly spread. We have book wish list, monthly TBR. We have weekly planner, book reviews, favorite quotes, monthly wrap up, and then back to another monthly spread. And they did send out a survey for like ideas to improve the reading planner, but it doesn't really feel like they did anything different this year based on last year's. I think I'm going to digitally record my reading. I was really looking forward to this. This is just not my style, so I'm either going to find a different reading planner or record digitally, or maybe both, but I probably won't keep this one. However, my aunt really loved last year's reading planner, so maybe I'll offer this to her. Alright, next is the Enamel pin, and it is gorgeous. It is a bear with flowers around it. This is a gorgeous pin. I love this one so much. Alright, next is the monthly book, and this month we got Among the Beasts and Briars by Ashley Poston, and typically, or in a normal instance, this book is a white cover, and Owlcrate has made it a black cover with like maroon, I want to say, edges, and I really love the black, and this design just stands out beautifully on the black cover. The embossing of the gold is gorgeous, and I believe that there's going to be an under the cover dust jacket. Yes. So here is the artwork under the dust jacket, and it's gorgeous. And of course it is signed by the author. And then we have the little art card and author note. Then we have the little Owlcrate magazine. I just love this artwork. It's beautiful. And for example, here is the regular edition. This one's interesting. It says, just for fun, your birth month flower guide. And then it says, just as we each have a birthstone, there are also birth flowers associated with each month of the year. Thanks to florigraphy, the language of flowers, each of these beautiful blossoms has a unique meaning as well. Find yours below. My birthday's in March, and the March flower is a daffodil, and it means regard. And it looks like November, which is Anthony's, is chrysanthemum, and his is happiness. And I think that's appropriate because he makes me very happy. And last but not least is our theme for next month, which is Love is a Battlefield. I seriously cannot read this without thinking of that scene in 13 Going on 30. But in next month's box, every box will include an item from Fiction Bath Company. And on to our last unboxing for this video, which is the November Litjoy crate. This month's theme is Star-Crossed Lovers. Very excited. So the first thing I'm pulling out is the Rosy Thorns puzzle of this month, and it is inspired by the Night Circus. I typically don't keep the Rosy Thorns puzzles, but this one is absolutely stunning, and I think I will actually keep this one. Next, I am pulling out some fabric items, and they are kitchen towels inspired by Six of Crows. So on this one we have Kaz Brecker, and it says wash your dirty hands, because Kaz's nickname is Dirty Hands. This is Inej, and her nickname is Wraith, so it says wraith your hands. I love these. I'm gonna be moving into a apartment soon, so those are perfect for the kitchen. Next is in this box, and it is Shadowhunters Read by Witchlight. So it looks like you have this in front of like a page of your book, and then you turn it on. I think mine needs some batteries maybe, but I think it's a reading light so that when you're reading at night you can read without having like a big light on. Next is a beautiful enamel pen. This is apparently inspired by Curse So Dark and Lonely. I just read that at the top. But look at this. It's a dragon with a castle, and it says, "The curse torments us all." I mean, yes, beautiful. Next we got some sort of like passport. It looks like an airplane ticket, and it is a Litjoy Destinations boarding pass. I believe that this is inspired off of the theme for next year. So this is the stamp of approval for 2021. The next item is 100% going up for Christmas this year. It is a wooden cutout ornament. It's a Beauty and the Beast, wow, Romeo and Juliet scene. It says, "What light through yonder window breaks." That is gorgeous. Next we have a Fault in Our Stars inspired sticker. It just says, "Okay, okay." Next is our photo booth strip for the month. I'm not entirely sure who these characters are, but it is a beautiful, I think it's Sarah Conradson is her name. I just love her artwork. It just reminds me of Disney animation, and I'm in love. Next we got a art card and author letter. And finally we have the book of the month. And this month we got Soulswift by Megan Bannen. This is perfect for any time I get the prompt of read a book with an author that has the same first name as you. So thank you, Megan Bannen. And this edition has an under the cover dust jacket. And as you can see, it's got my favorite thing about an under the cover dust jacket of having the title on the spine. Litjoy has been killing that this year. And as always, it is signed by the author. So that is all for today's Mythical Mail Monday. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what your favorite item was down below as always. And as always, I will link down below some Amazon links so that you can purchase certain books or items that I might have mentioned in this video. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll check in with you in my next video. Bye, friends!